We find ourselves in a lonely swamp, somewhere indescribable, out in the middle of nowhere, honestly. A woman in a black dress wades through the murky water, sloshes around her dress, soaking it to the bone. All around her are bodies, floating amidst the reeds, blood tainting the surface of the water. Eventually, she stumbles across a survivor, someone barely managing to hold on to life at the edge of the swamp on the bank, bleeding out from their wounds. It's one of the adventurers from the tavern at the edge of the world. She kneels down next to them. Struck out on your own, did you? Left the rest of your friends behind to try to make some cash and do some good? Seems it didn't turn out so well. She pauses as she sees the adventurer look around, cringes from the wounds that he suffers, and seems to feel the immense grief of all the bodies around him. I'm sorry for your loss. You may not have known them well, but you blame yourself for their suffering. I can see it. The traveler looks down. I cannot ease your emotional pain, but I can help you with your physical. Stay still. She begins to motion as some sort of magic fills her palm, and she begins to work around the wounds, prodding underneath the ripped and torn armor and clothes, slowly sealing each cut as the blood begins to slowly and slowly stop leaking out as much. This story is usually the bard's job, but perhaps I can relay some of it to you to help keep your mind off the pain. She begins to hum. A soft magic fills the air as the space around the traveler begins to get cold. Images begin to dance around as she once again begins the familiar story. It has been a few days since the tragedy at the keep. You'll have had time to recuperate, to rest, to process what's happened. It now comes to the time in which you're going to strike out on your own, go visit the locations that you hope to gain some measure of information from. Are there any final preparations you'd like to make before you begin your travel?
About how many days are we accounting for of travel to and back?
That is a good question.
Was it a week of total travel, or?
If you hit all three of the locations that I recall Rys mentioning you wanted to hit, you'd be looking at probably about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because if I recall correctly, Rys, you wanted to go up here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the very north of Shattershore to visit the Blackstones with the possible Jotun connections. Then I believe also the Strange Stone as well as the Barrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then we definitely would.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, what day is it? I want to write that down. I haven't looked at the
Let's
calendar
see.
in a hot minute.
Oh yeah, the fantasy calendar.
So,
sorry, I
the events at the keep happened the night of the 8th. So having spent a couple days to recover, I'm going to say it's probably Drekadog, the 11th of Colored Sky.
Okay. Sweet. So 4 days from Solitude Day.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yay!
Okay. Yeah, okay, because that is the day when the spirits are closest to the material, like, or
Oh,
what
so
that
Yes.
holiday again? Yeah, because I would
Solitude
think.
Day occurs on the first new moon of colored sky. It basically gives the best view possible of the aurora up in the night sky, which is believed to be the stream of souls that make their way from the material realm and transition onto the afterlife. The day is very strongly associated with the spirits of the dead, worshiping, sorry, putting down offerings in respect both to those that have passed as well as those who have died but have not yet moved on.
mm,
Yeah, I would assume Brynja's tribe had a big thing for this day.
Hmm.
Um, and the fact that it's on a new moon too, yeah,
Absolutely.
it's
Yep.
it's a bit, yeah. So yeah, looking at the calendar as we're planning, going and getting supplies, food, water. I would also go and get a few things um, that traditionally my tribe would use on that day, like incense. Probably get some cedar wood, like
Hmm.
small pieces.
Yep.
Wax for candles or something.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, and she's gonna be not very talkative while we're gathering stuff. And her pack's gonna be a lot lighter packing just water
Yeah.
yeah.
because she has been avoiding alcohol. It's been a good time.
I think the only preparations I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rations, as well as away from Brynja, like outside of her view. I'm gonna try and get a small flask, um, and just fill it, not very much, but with mead.
Hmm. Okay. Easy to acquire. I'll say it runs you back a silver.
Sick. Easy.
And then for Brenya, I'll say that stuff's all like pretty commonplace, not too expensive. So I'll say 2 silver.
2 silver. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent.
And given the time that you've had to wind down from the adrenaline of what occurred at the keep, I'm going to say this last full day prior to the start of this session, will be the first uh, roll for your habit hindrance.
Oh, excellent. Cool. Sweet. All right. Back to the let me see what do I roll for that again? I'm reading here. Da, 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 da. I roll, is it a vigor?
Yes, vigor.
Vigor. Okay.
Hmm.
Yes. Excellent. Back to right. All right. I rolled a 5.
5. That is a success. So you do not take a level of fatigue.
Excellent.
Sick.
It's gonna be a long 2 weeks, my friend.
Yeah. It's gonna be a time for sure.
Anything else?
I think that's it. Oh yeah, Brynja's gonna be wearing that um locket that she got from our friend that I'm blanking on his name for some reason because it's been forever. Um,
Reeve?
yes, yes, I knew I would find it somewhere in here. Um, she's gonna be wearing that now, like all the time. And she's actually also going to be she's going to be having a layered necklace thing going on with all the also the two that Crag had made.
Yep.
For her and her brother. So, but I think that's all the preparation. I get. I don't have a look. I think someone gave me a. Let me make sure. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure my weapons that I have. I got a really cheap longsword. Okay, I'll maybe spend some time with Crag just to like get that a little polished up, you know. Just ready for going someplace that doesn't have a forge. And then I'll be ready.
All right. Anything else for Rys, or is that it?
I think that's it. Especially since we already got Rys like a different outfit before, so that it wasn't the fucking Shatterclaw uniform.
Yes.
So I think Rys is good. I think he's kind of just waiting on the edge of town. He thought about probably saying goodbye to everybody, but he's kind of antsy to set out.
Gotcha.
No.
I'll say goodbye to people and meet him at the edge of town.
Okay. You say your goodbyes, Brynja, and you meet Rys at the edge of town. Having met with all your supplies in tow, you begin your trek. I'm assuming you're heading north first, or would you like to head east through the pass first?
Probably north. Just because if there are any remnants of the Shatterclaws that remain in this area, I'd rather not run into them firsthand on the way through.
Okay.
Brynja's going to be letting Rys pretty much guide the whole trip. She's just kind of going to be like hanging back a little bit, not too, not all up and close, but just a back, but letting you kind of take lead. Just
Yep.
I'm here.
You begin your travel. You head north, and it doesn't take you too terribly long before you start to get towards the end of the first day. You see kind of off to your right in the mountains at the base, an area you remember having fled from after first obtaining the dagger, Brynja. The cave that you confronted various members of the Blood Rats, as well as a shadow demon of some kind.
Good memories. Yeah.
But eventually you're forced to stop and take rest unless you'd like to take a level of fatigue.
I would rather not. I assume so.
Yeah.
Brynja's she's just a few days sober, but she's definitely not. She's not peppy. She's not. Looking pleasant, but not.
Right.
And Rys, like, as soon as it gets time to like start setting up camp, like before sundown, he's immediately just starting to set stuff down.
I'll wordlessly go and start putting camp together once you've made the first notion to do so, and then go and see if I can catch us some dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a survival roll.
That will be a 2.
2. You don't have much in the way of anything super substantial. You're able to scrounge a couple very scarce berries off of half-dead bushes that are clinging to life in the snow. It's
day one. So today would be the day to be okay with when we still have plenty of rations, you know?
all right.
Appreciate it.
She just nods and, yeah, rations with berries.
If there's nothing that occurs tonight, you find rest. All right. Coming to in the morning, Rhys, you do find that you've spent enough time with this body that you have a little bit better of a glimpse at some of the memories of the life this person lived.
Okay.
So far, they don't go too far back, given it's only been probably about 10 days at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But you catch glimpses of memory of their time that they spent in Blade Edge Burrow prior to the group's initial capture and ambush at the pass. You see them sharing a few moments just amongst other Shatterclaws, laughing, drinking, gambling. You see them being pushed hard during training, both in sword play as well as in physical training itself. You see sessions in which they're brought together and explained different plans on how they're going to be ambushing the next supply wagon that comes through. You also catch a glimpse of Vigo making a visit to Blade Edge Burrow and spewing to the followers, the Shatterclaws, about the downfall of deities and how they don't need gods, and there's no one that will be looking out for them but themselves.
Yeah, I think because you said this, I get these glimpses in the morning. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Reese is probably seeming really distracted as he's like packing up his stuff. Just like stopping at moments and just like very in thought.
Yeah, Brynja's been just like keeping an eye on him, but not like, but also keeping kind of like a facing away, just kind of, just like,
Yeah.
not showing any, but she would clock that.
You continue your travel. As you continue to move northward, eventually you crest around the top of the edge of the mountain range, and the land before you opens up to the peninsula that heads eventually off towards the Shattercrest Lighthouse and the northernmost point of Nyrverold itself. You do see off to your right, kind of amidst the last mountain peak of the mountain range, is this large tower that's been built out of the side of the mountain, Widow's Watchtower. It's long been since abandoned by the guards of the hold, but can I have both of you make me notice rolls, please?
Ooh. D8. Guess I forget what a D8
Oh
looks
my god,
like.
wait. Oh, I forgot we had a wild die, right?
Yes.
That we always roll.
Oh,
Oh my
yes.
god, I forgot about that. So that's all right. That's good. Good that we're okay. Okay, I'll.
I got a 6.
6. 5? Okay. You both do notice in one of the very top windows of the watchtower this flickering, glowing blue light that's seeping out from one of the windows.
Seeping?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to say that's not a bad place to have a rest, but we might not be alone in there.
Does it look like not like natural or more like a from this distance? Can we tell? Like,
I'd say, let's see. Make me either an arcane, occult, or common knowledge roll.
okay. The wild die is always 6, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Would you say common knowledge, occult,
Or arcane.
arcane? Yeah. All right. So it's common knowledge. It is. 4.
Nice.
Sick.
It very much resembles a magical flame that's lit to essentially burn for an extended period of time that a normal torch wouldn't have.
Mm.
It looks like one of those prolonged flames. We could check it out. It would be good to have shelter for the night.
For all we know, that could have just been there since the guards left. Alright, let's fucking get this shit. And I'm gonna start heading toward the tower.
Yeah, I'll let him take lead.
You can get the shit, Peter.
You can get it.
Sure.
You make your way over to the tower, and as you make your way up, you see this very worn stone pathway that's really taken quite a beating from years of neglect in the elements. You have to be careful with each foot that you place to not slip on a chunk of ice or a loose stone. Eventually, you reach the base of the tower, and before you is a very large, heavy wooden door that sits at the base, guarding the entrance into the tower itself.
Is it locked?
You step up to put your hand on the door, and you hear this crack of wood as you see one of the seams begin to split and open, and you see an eye form, and it looks between both of you. Yes, who's there?
Sorry, we thought this was abandoned, so we were just looking for shelter while we traveled. If there's gonna be too much trouble, we can fuck off for a little bit.
No trouble at all. Please come in.
Do I? Eyes don't just appear in doorways. Do I know what? If this is like a security piece of Arcana, or if this is like creature based?
I'll say either an occult, common knowledge, or survival.
I'm gonna go with common knowledge because I don't have the other two.
Or arcane, if you have arcane.
I don't have arcane, but it's okay. It exploded.
Oh, good. I forgot that's a thing. Mine should be. Thank you for reminding me of the rules.
No worries. That is gonna be. Brain, please do math properly. 12.
12. You did catch the very briefest glimpse of some sort of puff of magical essence as the door began to split.
Alright.
So you gather this is some sort of like magical surveillance / security monitoring.
Okay. And I'm guessing the door hasn't opened yet.
You see the eye vanish as the wood reforms, and you hear a click as the door unlocks and slowly slides open, brushing against the stone below it.
I'll just give a look over to Brynja, like...
Just put a hand back on my sword casually and follow him if he goes in.
Up.
You make your way up the stairs that continue to wind up the tower. You get to the very first landing where the window that overlooks the rest of the northern Shattershore is that the blue light was coming out of. You see a couple different of these ever-burning torches set amongst the walls. Various decrepit bookshelves also fill the space, many of which have been coated completely in layers of ice, except for the books themselves that sit on the shelves. As you reach this first landing, you see off in one of the corners, kind of tending to one of the bookshelves, is this older-looking woman. She stands kind of very hunched over, very, very wrinkly skin. She looks ancient. Her hair kind of flowing really long down to just above her tailbone, pure white. And she turns to look at both of you, her eyes almost completely whited out, as if she were blind. Hello. I don't get many visitors out here.
I imagine a lot of people try to go through the pass lightly.
Many try. This is a harsh land, so it is good to see some who are seeking shelter.
Fair. I don't have much but rations to offer to meet your hospitality. But...
Keep your rations. You'll need them for your travels.
Right.
Might I ask your names?
I am Brynja. Thank you again for your hospitality.
They call me Rys.
She kind of cocks her head. They call you Rys?
My mom, Foreman, he used to give me a job. Bit of a nickname.
Curious. She turns back to her stuff. You may call me Mother Frost.
Mother Frost? It's very nice to meet you.
As it is you. Might I ask what brings you out to these northern parts of the world?
Sir!
Don't die.
Went down the wrong pipe. Oh. Not in character. We ended up finding the map that somebody discarded. Had some places circled, so we're going for a bit of a road trip.
I see. So you're not unfamiliar with the area, then?
Nah. I grew up out here, so...
Well, that's good. I know this place gives many people trouble.
Have you been in this tower since before the guards left, or...?
She turns and just, raises an eyebrow.
I've seen stranger things at this point.
I know I look old, but it is a bit offensive to assume age.
To be honest, I'm more... Squads post up in different places, move around. It's more, I just didn't know if you'd been here since the last rotation.
Well,
I meant no offense.
I will forgive you, if you'll help me.
Hmm?
And she motions over to the table where you see what you completely missed when you first came up here, is a massive troll skull sitting on the table.
All right. Okay.
Yes! Details easily missed!
The giant ass troll skull. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You could have sworn it wasn't there when you first came up.
That is impressive.
If you could bring that with me, dearie. And she reaches and grabs a pouch of something that clinks in her hands as she begins to proceed up the next set of stairs higher up into the tower.
I'll go ahead and pick up the troll skull.
Sweet.
And follow.
Upstairs.
Okay. You make your way up the stairs, and eventually you crest to another landing, where it opens up into what looks like some sort of space for growing herbs, crafting potions. There's various books on botany and potion making, things of that nature. And you see kind of off towards the side what appears to be this large iron cauldron that sits above a slowly bubbling fire.
Yeah.
Nice little nook you've built for yourself.
I make do with what I have. Come. She makes her way over to the large pot and dumps the bag of stuff that she carried up from this first floor into the cauldron. You see this puff of smoke. And she motions to the troll skull. If you could drop it in here, please. There's a heavy plunk as it hits the water. And almost in an instant, you see it completely dissolve by some sort of arcane energy that then begins to fill the entirety of the pot itself. You take a step back as a large smoke cloud kind of fills the space around it. And she takes a step up to the cauldron after the smoke cloud clears and kind of looks down into it, seemingly lost in thought as she stares into it.
Just gonna take a look around, also just kind of take in the different stuff and try to see if I recognize anything. Kind of just trying to make sure, like, I'm like, does this just look like someone who knows how to survive and kind of similar stuff that I was taught, or is this different? Or I'm trying to just like, where are the vibes at here?
I gotcha. Make a notice.
Where are the vibes?
I'm looking in the pot.
Okay. Rys, make me a notice roll as well.
Sick.
Okay. 3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
You don't see anything that
4.
4? Okay. Brynja, looking around, as far as you can tell, it seems like someone well-equipped to survive out here. They appear to be magical through some nature, so you do see a lack of, like, your typical things like hunting equipment and stuff like that. But for the most part, it's just a stranger that's just a weird old lady.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Rys, you said you got a 4?
4.
Okay. You kind of like peek over, looking into the cauldron behind the woman's back, and kind of you notice the water itself, while it's bubbling, begins to slowly swirl in place as it glows a soft blue. Amidst the swirls and the bubbles, you swear you can catch images, glimpses beneath the water. You hear almost like mentally as you're looking into the pot, what sounds like a muffled conversation.
If I can listen in closer, I absolutely will be.
Okay.
The nosy bit of Rys is peeking out.
You focus in a little bit better, kind of taking a couple steps closer and listening more intently. You see a small, damp, dark room. Amidst it is a hearth that its fire has long since gone out. You see 2 men that are sitting by the hearth, blankets over their shoulders, shivering, looking exhausted, starved, on the brink of giving in to the elements. One of the men, I told you we should have gotten more wood before this season came in. Ah, shut it. How was I supposed to know? This cursed place is so much colder than I thought. Well, if you just listen to me, I said shut it! And you see the other man get up from his space and begin to pummel the other man in the face repeatedly. A small scuffle ensues, but the first man had gotten a jump on him, and it's not long after before you see the second man's body lifeless on the ground. You hear their stomach growl. I'm sorry. And you see them pull out a knife and begin to carve into the arm of the other man. You hear a content sigh come from the old woman as she inhales deeply, and you see some of the arcane energy fill her body, and some of the wrinkles kind of slowly recede as she begins to look younger. What do you know of suffering?
A lot more than I let on most times.
She turns around, and you see this almost intensity behind what were once blank eyes. She seems reinvigorated, not nearly as exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
How visible is the difference of like how she doesn't like? Is it just kind of like she doesn't look as old in terms of like you said, invigorated, or is there like a noticeable? Did she just fucking de-age?
A little bit. Definitely some of the wrinkles disappeared.
Okay.
The like I said, like there's this spark kind of behind her eyes, and she has this much more reinvigorated posture. She's standing just a little bit straighter.
Okay. Yeah, Brynja's standing a little bit straighter now too.
Suffering can make or break someone. It makes you stronger. It drives you to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Or it kills you.
Accurate.
Well, travelers don't just stumble upon Mother Frost. Somehow, some way, the fates wanted you here. What can I do for you, dearies?
I'll be frank, I've had many interactions with those with arcane powers besides, just blasting the shit out of people, so I am unsure as to what level of things you can do.
Brynja, make me a common knowledge roll.
Cool. Okay. Yes.
With a +1, please.
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
All right. Fuck you, Rys. No. Oh! Oh! It exploded! Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. 8.
8. As you continue to kind of like keep your eye on the old woman, you do notice kind of along the walls things that you noticed, but you didn't really particularly take note of until this point in time after what happened with the cauldron. You see various things that begin to set off the alarm bells from your childhood of stories. You see small trinkets hanging from the ceiling made of sticks. You see the dried corpses of creatures stuffed into jars along the shelves. You see various runes along the inside of the tower.
And what sort of people normally find you? Mother Frost?
They don't. Usually I find them.
I'm assuming whatever help you can provide it has some cost attached.
You did help me, so I will grant you some small boon for no additional fee. But if there is anything else you want, of course, we can negotiate something. There is always a deal to be made.
I was warned against making deals with strangers. No offense.
Oh, of course. And I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, my dearie.
Yeah, Rys, you probably does. Like Brynja is she's got that hard look, like she's analyzing. She's not her hackles are up, kind of deal. Like.
I think a night's peaceful stay here would be just fine. You seem like you are knowledgeable. I've heard a name thrown around that I can't find anywhere else, and I just figured I'd ask to see if you knew anything, but if not, it's entirely fine.
I shall do my best.
Riatori?
She pauses and thinks for a moment. Just double checking. This was the name I gave you with the second piece of armor, yes?
Yeah, the one that like flashed in my brain.
Right. I unfortunately can't say too much. I don't think I know a whole lot about the person themselves, but the name is Jotun.
Interesting.
Of course, if there is more you could wish to know, I may be able to divine something to gather more information.
I think that's fine. With the whole road trip and everything, I'm sure we'll figure something out, but the offer is appreciated.
Very well. You see a little bit of disappointment in her expression.
During this exchange, if Rys was able to feel Brynja like be tense and kind of like almost like holding breath, and then after the last like a slight release.
I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Where is amenable for us to set up?
There's another landing just the floor up. You'll find spare beds there.
Anticipate visitors even though you don't get them. Smart.
No. I just made them.
Oh. Very kind of you.
Thank you.
Enjoy your stay. Let me know if there's anything else Mother Frost can do for you, dearies.
Will do. And I'm gonna gesture up so that I'm the last one out of the room.
Oh, right. Yep, I'll go ahead.
Cool. My heebies are GB kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
RGB.
Yeah, this is what my note. Yeah. Yeah. Those were the vibes I was looking for. Just took a little while for them to surface.
Yep.
They were there all along.
Oh man. Yeah. This is giving very Baba Yaga energy, and I don't know what to do right now.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, I'm heading upstairs and just settling in on the bed, but not unpacking anything just yet.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
So Brynja might be like taking a once over around the room, but not really saying anything. And this is the first time in the trip that I would like, cause she's like been avoiding your eyes unless necessary, kind of deal.
Yeah.
But like now she's like just like speaking with only her eyes, but like looking around and trying to convey like
Just.
Yeah.
Let's get some rest and we can head out in the morning.
Sounds good to me. She's her foot's tapping a bit now. Oh God, a drink would have be sounds so good right now. So good right now. She tries to freaking take it easy. She's in literally every childhood horror story.
Yeah. Rys is gonna pretend to be a little bit restless for the night to kind of act as like a watch for this.
Yeah, I don't know how much rest she actually will get. So.
It is a very, very restless night.
Yeah.
In the very early throes of the morning, before the sun has risen, which is still actually pretty late in the morning given the time of year.
Yeah.
Before the sun begins to actually rise over the horizon, Rys, you have managed to doze off briefly, and Brynja, you are awoken from your in and out of sleep.
Okay.
As you awake, you kind of sit up in your bed looking around, and you see off near the stairs, kind of in the darkness, shrouded from just outside view of what little crescent is left of the moonlight. You see a set of two eyes standing probably a good 2 to 3 feet taller than the height of the old woman. You have an ailment, dearie.
I am aware.
Mother Frost could help with that. You know, it kills people if they don't treat these things.
She's gonna try and keep her voice very, not wavy, but yeah. I appreciate that I'm going to see a physician about it. I have an appointment. I appreciate your offer, though.
Make me a persuasion roll.
Here we go. And I'm not keeping my voice down. I'm kind of speaking loud. I'm hoping to fucking wake him up. Alright, persuasion.
Reading this correctly, I'm not waking up, kiddo.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying. Fuck. 2.
2.
2.
It's not nice to lie.
I am not lying. I do have an appointment to get this seen to.
You see the eyes kind of move as you would assume the head has cocked. Skipani. Are you from Westwatch?
And if I am?
The head uncocks. Merely a question, dearie.
Do you have sisters local? I might have heard of them.
I have many sisters, but none that I would call close. The others find me a bit extreme.
Stand. There's a reason I'm not in Westwatch now.
Then we are alike, you would say.
You said that people sometimes find you, or you find them. Outsiders call like to like. I appreciate your concern, but I will be okay.
Very well. I see your suffering, child. No, it is not unnoticed. By me, even if not by others.
Life is more suffering than not.
And that is not a bad thing. Suffering creates greatness, dearie. If you do not want my help, I will not give it. But remember it the next time you're stalked by that shadow of yours. And you see the eyes blink, and they're no longer there.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping no more. I'm making sure we got all our shit. I'm making sure his shit's all... Yep.
It takes but a few minutes before the light of the sunrise pierces through one of the windows, and the space is illuminated again as morning comes.
And I assume there's nothing there in that corner of the room. Nope.
Nope.
Yep. When you open your eyes, I'm standing over your cot.
Oh, fuck.
Ready to go? We're ready to go. And I
We're
put your
ready to
bag.
go?
I put your bag on your chest and turn away.
You hastily begin to make your way outside the tower. As you begin progressing down through the lower levels, there is nothing here but dust, snow, and age.
Yep.
Torches remain unlit, seemingly having not been lit for millennia. And the door creaks open, seemingly having been much more decayed than it was the previous day you entered.
So just work outside, yeah.
Yep. I'll just, as we're making our way down, just call it, "Bye, Mother Frost. I assume you can hear us even if we can't see you." And I'm making my way out.
Yep. As soon as we're outside, see this this here, take this deep just exhale. Those were the kind of witches I was told about as a child. And I give like an outward just like shiver and shake.
Yep, a lot of knowledge in that woman.
See, you still have some sense not to take that.
I have quite a bit of sense. But we can talk more about this as we're more along the road, and I just let my eyes flick back to the tower as we're walking.
Yep. Keep going. Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Keep walking. Don't
Yeah.
stop. Not
Yeah.
stopping.
Keep going.
Keep going.
You get about there before eventually you're forced to retire for the night, unless you want to take another point of fatigue.
Rys is
As much
every
as I-
chance we get making sure Brynja gets rest.
Yes. Also,
Thank
Brynja,
you.
please make me a
I
vigor roll.
was just about
Yep.
to say I should probably do a roll. It's been 24 hours. Oh, yay! Explosion.
Woo.
All right. 16.
16. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
you're
yeah.
good. It's not pleasant. It's definitely not pleasant, but you don't take fatigue
No.
for it.
No. I got a killer headache, but
Mhm.
but the events of just the last 24 hours have given me a good adrenaline. Let's just go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fight through it. You're fine, bitch.
Yeah.
Keep going.
As we're setting up camp tonight, Rys is probably gonna letting the silence hang and then just. Do you want to talk about what on back in there?
Yeah. Let's just say while you were sleeping, she had a little chat with me. Really trying to offered to help with my little problem. And I tap my as I'm like yeah, and I tap where my dagger is. And I have a feeling I got off easy with telling her politely no. There, I don't know how much you know about Westwatch, but there is a hill called Dead Crest Mound. There's a lot of says witches live there. I grew up on stories being told about never to go there, about people going there because they're looking for something that maybe only a witch of that power could, help with. Classic story where everything comes with a price and it's never worth the exchange in the end. Classic tale of teaching your children not to make those deals or try to cheat out of doing things themselves. She, I think, is related to them somehow, but she was said she is the wild one, the outcast. So, I think if that is the last we see her, we are very, very lucky.
And I'm assuming that she didn't elaborate as to how wild she was, but given what she said about suffering,
She
we can
very
hardly.
much focused on suffering.
Especially
That,
given what was in that cauldron, I don't doubt it.
what was in the cauldron? The troll skull? Oh, I'm sure many have suffered as much as that troll had in death.
The troll skull, I imagine, was just an ingredient. It's what she pulled up from that cauldron that gives me pause. Tempting as though if it sounds, I think you made the right choice.
And you. People who prey on those who are suffering never more often than not, are not very virtuous people.
In our line of work, and my previous line of work, love, virtuous is a grey line you learn to skirt. And especially from what memories I do have of this place, it's not much different. It's nice to try and be virtuous. But as she said, some people need to do different things to survive.
Don't get me wrong, I'm far from virtuous. But often, from what I've seen and what I was taught, people who are suffering are easiest to take advantage of.
Very true.
Anyway, I will be much happier as far from that tower as possible. Although I know she is probably anywhere now.
Before we got to the tower, I was going to offer that you could turn back if you needed to. Don't seem for happy as being here.
All I want is a strong drink and to punch some. I won't be happy anywhere. Best I be out of a town. Cold air will do me good. Always has.
Not what I meant, love. I'm not sure what I've done. Well, I have no idea of what I've done, even if I don't mean it. But I know that even looking at me is hard. I didn't want to say nothing about it until we were done with all this, but best to rip the bandage off early, eh? Is there anything I can do to at least make this trip easy on you? Whether it's with your own shit or with me being around.
Yeah. You know the reason I offered to go with you. I could have let you gone and not pretended not to care whether or not you came back. I wanted to get away from everyone else. I've only gone through this one time, and that was with a horrible woman. And the idea of going through it again, I don't know what to expect this time, whether it will be better, worse. And she looks at you, makes, eye contact. I also want to know who you are.
Fair.
If you're staying with this group, if I'm going to be staying with this group, spent my whole life, my whole adult life, running from spirits, and the one person I thought I was closest to ended up being one, right under my nose. Maybe if I had training, if I hadn't left, maybe I would have sensed it. But what? I don't know if I would have wanted that anyway. I don't know who you are. Want to know. I need to know if we're going to move forward. If I'm going to move forward. How much was a face? How much wasn't? How much was him? How much was you? What is now? This is if everything you've said up until this point is true.
All very fair. I never tried to outright lie to any of you. The only reason I kept it under wraps for so long is because the instant I touched minds with Rys, I knew that he had already formed bonds. And if I come out and just outright said, I knew that it would be back to the dark for me. Which is selfish, I realize. So, I put on the face, kept the jokes, and kept talking like he did as long as I could. But I will be honest in saying that there is a point where it blurs. I wasn't lying before when I said he's in you. He's a part of me now. And there was a point where certain things were just instinctual. They just came out. I wasn't pushing any agenda or anything. He's here now. I always meant to make sure I told you all at some point. I was hoping it would be on my terms. That way I could build that trust, but things didn't turn out how I wanted.
Brynja at this point is like, standing up and just kind of like shifting about, like listening. Kicks a rock.
If you have any questions about anything in particular, I'm more than happy to answer. But I will say I am sorry for everything. For taking him and for not coming forward faster.
She goes and punches the nearest tree.
Yeah.
I want to hate your stupid face so much.
I mean, if it will help, you can beat the shit out of me.
Me, part of me really wants to, and I turn around to face you. And she's got tears kind of like unshed, but
Yep.
that would be a hypocrite. Because you were hiding part of yourself because you were scared. And I, of all people, know how that feels. Because you're right. If you had said something, I would have ripped that damn thing off of his wrist faster than anything. I would have done whatever I could to exorcise you from that body. As much as I want, keep blaming, understand why you did it.
I will say, circling back to the first thing you said, needing to know who I am. It's part of the reason I couldn't stay in town anyway. I didn't know when we'd be back here next, and I didn't want to risk some tosser grabbing another piece of me before I could. Then that's another whole fucker I got tracked down. So, I'm trying to learn too. And I need to learn about a new fucking person because now I'm getting new memories and it's all just confusing as fuck.
Is that going to alter your personality again, you think?
Possibly. But if I'm being honest, I think the two loudest voices will always be mine and the one you wrestled in the snow with. I mean, he's the son of a toll, he doesn't go down without a fight.
Going to say it was pretty loud, so that makes sense.
So, if you need to continue to avoid eye contact with me for the rest of the trip, or if I need to keep just not talking to you, that's fine. I know you're going through some shit, and I don't want you to have to go through it alone, but I don't want to make things harder.
You say that like you're not going through shit.
Well, my shit just takes longer. At least from what I can gather. Whereas you're struggling now. On two fucking fronts. I gotta deal with one thing right now. And I can't even really deal with it until more shit comes in my way. Which is why I'm asking how I can help.
I really don't know how you can help at the moment. I'm just trying to keep my head level. At the moment, try to keep this headache at bay. The past few days, I feel like I've been better than I should. So I'm just anticipating. Keep what you said in mind on my bad days. See if you want to be around me. If you're still willing to help.
I don't think that's going to go away, but I appreciate you offering.
I look up to the sky. It's almost Solitude Day. I could feel it. I've always been able to feel it. But it's worse.
I don't have any memories of what's done on this day. if we need to split off.
I can't remember the last time I was sober on one of these nights. So I don't know.
But well, even if we go to camp in separate spaces, or at least be nearby. Call me if you need, yeah?
See what the day comes.
Got it.
Get settled.
Yeah.
Camp.
You settle down for the night. Eventually, morning comes. You continue your trek onward.
Mm-hmm.
You think, with judging by the size of the hill you can see in the distance, you will have reached the base of it shortly after nightfall, likely having to make potentially camp here for the night or stopping early to show up the next day.
I'd say as close as we can get to it, we could.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give us enough time to explore. Don't know how long it's gonna take, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather explore it during the day than it go into nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Actually.
Traversing through the snow off the path that is commonly taken by most travelers does add some time to your trek. You eventually end up arriving with the hill maybe about a good 200-300 feet at the base, away from you, pretty close to midnight. As you get there, Brynja, the closer you get to this place, the more you are hit just with this utter, absolute sense of death. This place is covered in blood. It has some sort of history where a lot of people died here.
Just like probably involuntarily, just like physically shaking. Yeah. It's very quiet, but physical shaking is we're close to it.
Gonna be okay, love.
There's, and I look to where the ruins are. A lot of death has happened here. It's potent. I've never been somewhere so potent without something to alleviate it a bit. It's very very jarring. Don't know whether it's because it's also close to Solitude Day, a little of both, or maybe it has nothing to do with it, and it's just how much this place reeks of death.
If you need to stay here, I can go on my own. I don't want to put you more in harm's way than I already have.
I've done this to myself. to. I need to stop running from it.
Just because you stop running from it doesn't mean you have to plunge yourself in the deep end right away.
One extreme to another. That's one way to learn, right? Sink or swim.
Not gonna push you either way, I just thought I'd offer.
I appreciate it. I do. I want to take that offer so bad, but I know I will just. You know when you want to punish yourself as well? Have you ever felt that? Do you deserve this?
You don't join an army without having some level of knowing there's punishment you can take that others can't.
If I pass out, just make sure I'm not gonna freeze to death.
I'll carry you, don't worry.
You begin making your way towards the hill. In the distance, you see a barren mound covered by nothing but snow, and at the very top, this large, what looks like a crown of shiny ebony black stones that jut from the surface, piercing the otherwise grayish sky that's currently covered in clouds, blocking the aurora beyond, with these just massive pillars, citadels, bastions. You continue your trek upwards. As you do, the feeling only gets stronger, Brynja. You finally begin to climb up the hill itself, and all around you, you swear you see glimpses. Bodies frozen in the cold, blood pouring out of their throats, their guts, their legs, everywhere you can think of. You see sights of battle. Countless men going against one monster of a man covered in black tattoos, tearing them apart, one by one by one. You see massive dire wolves fighting at the man's side, hunting down anyone that tries to run and defending those who would stab the man in the back. The scene is horrific. But there's a part of you, the warrior, that recognizes the skill this man carries. You eventually reach the top of the hill. The massive pillars jut out of the snow before you. Everything has gone quiet. You see no flashes, Brynja.
When things go quiet, there's an audible, like she's deathly silent behind you as we're trudging along. Like, cause yeah, like you said, she's no stranger to blood, guts. She's a violent person, but this is on a different level, and it's one thing that, yeah, to see and then to feel and then to know, and this is great. So as soon as that silence happens, it's just this exhale of breath that she didn't know she was like building up, keeping in. And she kind of like has to refocus, kind of, to get her bearings, because it's like, oh wait, I'm not in the middle of a fucking,
War zone.
Yeah. My adrenaline is super, like, because that part of her is like, get ready, you're in danger. It's like, bitch, wait, no, hold on. I just had coffee. I'm not in danger. Stop making me feel this way. Yeah, like. Oh.
And I'm assuming this is stuff only she sees.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Then like the breath is just. Alright.
Like hands on knees, you know, kind of, and she's kind of hunched over, just this exhaustion. Oof. The just a small moment, but
No, like kneel down with her and just like keep watch.
yeah, she's like has her eyes closed for a second to kind of reorient, and then opens, stands back up, and tries to even her breathing. Let's just say we just walked through a battle there. Oh, one that I could have only imagined in stories. This person that you're looking for, it's another son of a tall. Oh, something else. Most of this death came from him. Not all of it. Do what you need to
The
do.
puzzle pieces are starting to line up, and I don't know how to feel about it. But
Do what you need to do. There's something in this area that's... I don't know if there's some kind of magic, but because the visions I was having stopped. Got here.
take some
Take that
time
as
to
you
breathe,
will.
okay? Okay. Gonna be alright?
If you hear me retching, it's fine. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay. Could probably set up here and it'll be fine. I'll be back in a bit. And I'll keep trudging up the hill.
The ground.
I'll
Okay.
follow. Just taking my time and letting
Yeah,
him keep on. Yeah. Yeah.
The ground has nearly leveled out at this point. It's mostly all flat. The space around you see is encircled by a grand total of 8 of these ebony stone black pillars. Each of the pillars themselves are likely 5 feet around, and they jut a good 20 or so into the sky. What languages do you speak, Rys and Brynja?
I have Common, Celestial, Dwarven, Old Common, and Giant.
Okay.
Damn, son. I just have Common, Halfling, and Sylvan.
Okay. All around you on these ebony stone pillars, Rys, you see writings in Giant.
Okay.
Most of which appear to be warnings. Things that are telling whoever to stay out, go away. You do come across, at the very center of all of these ebony black pillars, this small pedestal set into the snow, probably about a good 4 feet across, low enough that you'd be able to step on. Etched into the ebony black sides of this pedestal, though, is more writings in Giant. You see, as you kind of circle around reading it, that it appears to be some sort of chant of some kind, do you think?
Okay. I'm gonna place my hand on one of the outer stones. and just in giant, please forgive my trespass. And I'm gonna go toward the center pedestal and try and read not read out loud, just read what the inside inscription is.
Okay. It says, "Enemy of my enemy, forgotten brother, forgotten sister, lay down your arms amidst your blood and seek salvation."
I only really have one weapon, so I'll summon the sword.
Okay.
And do like a small incision on my thumb.
Okay.
And kind of set the tip down on the pedestal.
Okay. You do so. You set it down. At about this time, the clouds up above begin to slowly dissipate, moving away from this area and revealing the aurora borealis beyond. The sky is immediately illuminated by this absolutely stunning image of greens and blues and purples that streak through the starry sky, filling the entirety of your vision with colors that you're not used to seeing in such intensity. The words around the stone pedestal begin to glow, a small, dull blue.
I'll as I lay the blade flat on the pedestal and let go of the hilt, I'm just repeating that same string of words that I've repeated probably thousands of times by now.
Mm-hmm. You do so. You lay the blade down and you see the words begin to glow more intensely. Do you step onto it?
Yep.
You take a step onto the pedestal. You turn, look to Brynja. There's a flash, and Rys is gone.
Oh, fucker!
As you take a step to begin to make your way towards where Rys is, that's when they arrive. All of the souls of the dead in this area, like a swarm, surround you.
No. Get your kids back here!
All of them reaching out towards you, their cacophony of voices beginning to overwhelm you. You can't make out what any single one of them are saying as you see, looking from face to face, half decayed, one's missing the entire top of their heads, arms chopped off of bodies, figures that are just completely and totally lost.
Are these zombies or spirits?
They are spirits.
Okay. I'm going to just from this panic, I'd run towards where I saw I had stepped back. I was a little ways away, not super far from the pedestal, just letting Rys do his thing, and then I was looking at the sky and then watched him disappear. So and I'm going to run to the pedestal just to try just go. Don't think anything's gonna happen, but I'm in the fuck mode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Flight.
You run over, pushing through the incorporeal forms of some of the spirits. You eventually reach the pedestal, and you find nothing there but a singular drop of Rys's blood. The runes along the side no longer glowing.
No, don't. me, please, please, please. I don't. And I saw him like cut his thumb, so I'm just like in a panic. I'm just like I take my blade and like cut my thumb to like put blood down and just to see if that does anything.
Minor clarification, which blade?
Not the dagger.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
I figured.
Yeah.
Thought I'd
Not
check.
the dagger. Not the dagger. My sword. My sword.
You do so, and you put your blood down. Nothing happens. The cacophony of the spirits' voices begins to get louder and louder in your ears as it becomes more and more overwhelming.
And you know what? I'm just gonna drop my sword and go into the fetal position and have my head over my hands and just try to be somewhere else. I don't know what to do.
You huddle down. Rys. You feel your insides flip. You're immediately nauseous as you just get this feeling of total vertigo. In an instant, you are no longer where you were originally standing. All around you is a massive forest. The trees rising nearly triple the size of any tree you've ever seen in your lifetime, period. You're in a small clearing, probably a good 30 by 40 feet. In the distance, just barely over some of the treetops, you can see even more immense mountains, completely dwarfing even the tallest peak that you've seen in the Shattershore. The sky above is completely covered in just amazing cloud-like shapes as a wild wind rips through the area, and just this primordial energy sits all around you. You hear movement in the tree line outside of this clearing. What do you do?
I feel like there's a sequence of thoughts that goes through Rhys's head. First off, seeing that he's in entirely different places. Fuck no, I left her there. And then immediately trying to rush to figure out, like, getting back and then seeing each bit of the scenery, trying to piece together where this might be. But since it's nowhere familiar, he just keeps running through the same loops of no, that's not it, no, that's not it, and so it gets a little spirally, and then I think the only thing that snaps him out of it is that movement in the bushes where it's just immediate threat detection. And he immediately tries to summon the blade again to get ready for what's coming.
Your blade appears in your hand. Amidst the tree line far on the other side, to your right, you turn to one of the noises as you see a glowing yellow set of eyes, predatory, very wolf-like, appear from the bushes. You hear another set of motion both behind you and now to your right again, which would be behind you from where you originally were. You turn and you see more sets of eyes appearing, and more and more and more. Then you hear a voice. Human. And you turn and you see standing on the other side of the clearing from you is this massive figure, standing a good 2 or 3 feet taller than you are, absolutely broad shoulders, ashen gray skin, black tattoos covering their face and arms, head completely bald.
I'm gonna hold my hand up and just holding the blade up so that the engravings are visible, just desummon it, and in giant just say, I did not intend to trespass. I was looking for answers. I must have looked in the wrong space.
Do not
immensely
speak
sorry.
my kin's language to me, the figure says back in common. Desecrator.
Switching to common. I'm sorry. I
How?
don't have
How did you get here?
I don't know. I read the inscription. I followed the instructions. I have vague memories. I'm trying to piece things together.
That
I'm
magic
sorry.
is ancient. We've never had a human slip through.
I've had an inkling I may not have been human, but that's a lot to explain. If my presence is unwelcome, I can leave.
The figure stands taller, a massive fur cloak wrapped around their shoulders, billowing in the wind. They undo the clasp as it falls free, with rippling muscles underneath, covered in scars also. You will not leave this place, for I have an error to correct. And they extend their hand forward, and you see a massive maul, just about as tall as they are, appear into existence in their hand, and they let it drop to the ground with a heavy clunk as it sends dirt and grass flying free.
Look, if you have to kill me, can you at least... I know I'm trespassing and asking for favors is a lot, but can you do me two things?
He begins
One,
charging at you.
do you know who Riatori is?
Brynja.
Yeah, I'm on the fetal position on the ground where Rys disappeared. Just being Klaus from the Umbrella Academy right now. Tuck in a crypt. Just trying to ignore it all.
You hear a voice. Brynja. Get up.
Do I recognize it?
The tone of the voice has shifted, but you do recognize it. From a few days ago, a little over a few days ago at this point, a commune that you performed comes to mind.
Oh. Mama Moon. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's closer to new. Oh, it's Mama's good attitude. Okay.
You are stronger than this, Brynja. Get up.
Well, if I am.
Prove yourself wrong.
Open my eyes.
Make me a spirit roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Fighting against instinct. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. 4. Okay.
4. It is hard. The spirits around you, the cacophony of their voices assaulting your ears, filling your senses, the feelings of pain, of misery, of longing, of loneliness is completely overwhelming. But you push through it. You heed her words.
Yeah, if I could physically stand up, I'd try to stand up.
You stand. The voices begin to get quieter. The cacophony less overwhelming. You take a deep breath. You feel, not physically, but mentally, as if there's another hand guiding yours. You open your eyes. You see one spirit in focus in front of you. All the rest faded out of view. The spirit, their head half sliced off completely, an expression of pain on their face. Please.
Can I help them?
You hear the voice again in your mind. Let them speak.
Who are you?
It pauses for a second, thinking almost if it has a hard time remembering. I am Eerie. I died here.
Eerie. Fought hard.
We were no match.
Still fought. When most would run. That is something, Eerie. Do not forget that.
Yes, I did fight, yes. You cut out if you said something.
Should rest, Eerie. You deserve it.
I deserve it. The spirit looks down as it raises its hands. I fought here. I died here. He looks back to you. I deserve to rest. And you see the spirit kind of close its eyes and slowly fade away. Its soul leaving up above to join the Aurora Borealis up above.
The roundabout.
You see the next one come into focus. And the next, and you repeat the process, slowly and slowly helping each spirit move on to the next life. Rys.
Yep.
This man has not heeded your words. He has not stopped. He is coming in to attack.
I'm gonna resummon the blade to block. I'm not looking to be hostile, I'm just trying to protect myself.
Okay. All right. The figure rushes in, this massive maul immediately swinging towards your head. That is going to be... that will be a success, no raise.
Okay.
So that's a 9 against your parry.
Parry is 7.
Parry is 7. You manage to duck out of the way. However, the maul does connect with your shoulder. You feel an immediate pain as you take... Let's see, does a 11 beat your toughness?
Yes. My
Okay.
toughness is 8.
So you'll become
Or
shaken.
7.
You'll become shaken
Yep.
then.
Got it.
Oh, it's a 7?
It's a 7.
Shaken in 1 wound.
Fuck! Yay.
You feel a piece of the scrap armor on your shoulder get blown free as it connects. You drop just barely before it manages to hit your head. What do you do?
I am. I probably right before he connects, I'm just repeating the same stuff over again. 2 shoulder, 1 rib, 1 right thigh, 1 for each hip. And then as it connects, I'll try and roll with the attack to kind of get some distance and just get myself back into a guarding stance. And just, I cannot fall, I will not fall, I must keep going. And I am... Yeah, I'll spend 2 power points. I'm gonna try and stun him.
Okay.
So he has to make
So
a...
yeah,
I
so
have
you
to-
roll whatever your
yeah.
casting is first.
Yeah, so D8 and D6 for wild. Okay, that's gonna be a 5.
5. Okay, so success, but no raise.
Cool. So he has to make a vigor roll, or he is stunned.
All right. Success on the vigor roll.
Damn. Okay. And yeah, I'm just getting myself into a defensive stance.
The halberd, or the I keep wanting to call it a halberd. It's not a halberd. The maul crashes into the ground next to you as this massive creature looks down. Tricky human. And you see him leave the maul in the ground as he slams his fists together and grows in height and bulk. Immediately, with his right hand, he grabs towards the maul again and is going to go for another attack directly at your torso. Let's see, that'll be a 8 against your parry.
Parry is 7. Fuck.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to see if I was shaken still. Fuck.
Explosion.
Fuck.
Okay, so that will be...
Take my body back to my dad.
What's your toughness again? It's an 7?
7.
7?
One of which is from armor.
Okay. So that's... Okay, so unless you want to make a soak roll, that will be 4 wounds.
Yep. That's vigor, right?
Yep.
God damn. Fuck. I'm gonna need to start using different dice. That is...
I say, don't forget your wild die if you didn't roll with it, and if you want, you have
Okay.
bennies.
Yeah, I cannot fall. I will not fall.
There you go.
I must keep going. And I'm just repeating that over and over again. Oh, glad I used the penny. Okay. 14.
14. So that will be... You soak 3 of those, so you will take a wound.
Okay, so I have 2
Damn.
wounds now. This is rough.
My ass is clenched.
Yep.
Rys, what do you do?
I don't know.
This man does not seem to be listening to anything you say. The bloodshot in his eyes, he seems intent on killing you.
Yeah, then I guess I'm gonna fucking attack at him then. I gotta make a vigor roll to get the shaken away, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. That is a 7.
A 7?
Yep.
You are no longer shaken.
Sweet. And I'm... Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and attack this fucker.
All right.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. That's... Ooh. Yeah, and I don't have anything for that shit. That's gonna go ahead and be a 5.
5 does not beat the parry.
Damn.
This monster swings towards your chest, and you manage to just barely back out of the way as the maul clips you. You swing around and try to strike, but in an instant, he brings up the other end of the maul, parrying your blade away.
Okay.
Following up on the movement, unless you have more to do.
No, I only declared the one action.
Okay. Following the movement, he wraps the maul around, bringing it over his head for an overhead strike.
Okay. And there's... Yeah. Shit.
This one might not hit. 6.
6 does not hit.
All right. As he brings the maul down, you manage to jump back out of the way as it slams into the ground, sending dirt flying.
Then I'm just gonna... I'll go ahead and back out of the range, and we're gonna try stun again.
Okay.
Okay, that's 6.
Okay. So that's a success, no raise.
Got it.
So he'll just make his vigor roll. Explosion on both the wild die and the normal die. Definitely a success.
Yeah. And... I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do a second thing, so I'll take the -1, and
Okay.
I'll just I'll do a bolt at him.
All right.
No, I'm not. Yeah. Cool.
All right. You stumble backwards and extend your hand. Your stun not working. You send a bolt flying. The arcane energy just narrowly missing him as he sidesteps it.
Has any of my blood got on the pedestal I came in on?
You see no pedestal.
What? Okay. Oh, shit. Then, yeah, I'm just gonna continue to repeat those words.
Okay. As he sidesteps your bolt, he extends his hand forward, the offhand from the maul, and you see just this shower of rock and wind erupt forward as he casts Burst. Success. Not a raise, though.
Okay.
Let's see. Does a 7 beat your toughness?
Toughness is a 7.
Okay, so you become shaken again.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, beginning your turn. Roll for your shaken.
All right. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ooh. 9.
9. Okay, you are no longer shaken.
Cool. And the fucking bracers aren't gonna fit on this motherfucker. And there's no pedestal. Shit. I guess I'm just gonna continuing to repeat shit. Fucking attack him with the sword again. God damn.
Okay.
Come on. 3. So no.
Okay.
You know what? No, I'm gonna save that last Benny because I might fucking need it.
All right. Let's see. Okay. You hear him, "Why won't you die?" And he's going to make 2 attacks against you with the maul. Both of them
Okay.
are going to be wild attacks.
All right.
Effectively, it just cancels out the penalty for multi-action.
Yeah.
First is an 11, which I believe beats your parry and is a raise.
Yeah. Parry is 7. Gotta fix that soon.
Ooh.
Shit.
So the first attack will be, let's see, 20, and you said your toughness is 7?
Yeah, my toughness is 7.
Okay, so that will be shaken and 2 wounds, unless you want to roll soak.
I kinda have to. Shit. So, last Benny.
Because isn't it 4 wounds, you're knocked out? Anything more than that, you're fucking dead.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. 16.
16, all right.
God damn.
You will not fall!
I will not fall! I must keep going!
The maul comes in with a devastating blow, but just in time, you manage to put up a parry that sends you flying backwards. What would have otherwise been a deadly strike. But in a moment, as you try to recover, you see the man already having closed the distance as he's bringing his maul down again.
Sorry, Brynja. You might be going back by yourself.
Oh, don't do that at me, fucker.
It's a 7 exactly for the attack.
Hey, for parry.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, and then for the damage. That will be a 7. So shaken.
Yep. Cool. Sick. All right. And then on my turn as
Roll
an
your
attack,
vigor.
I'm just. Yep. Vigor. Before I roll my wild die. Okay.
I'd also like you to know, Doug, I'm rolling with the dice you gave me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
I
all
heard
your
the jingle
fault.
jingle. That is gonna be a 13.
Oh, shit.
13. All right, you're not shaken.
No shaken, and I'm gonna attack him. And as I do, I'm just gonna say, "Look, if you really have to kill me, at least tell me through who Riatori is."
All right, and don't forget vulnerable from the wild attack, so you get a +2 to your attacks.
So that is gonna be. Shut the face. That's gonna be an 8.
An 8.
Yes.
8 will beat his parry.
Thick. Okay.
Okay.
So I do 2d8 because strength, and then a d10 and a d8 because strength is a d10. God damn. All right. Okay.
Explosions?
Yes. And since I'm wielding it two-handed, I get an extra damage, so that's 21.
21. Damn.
You are him. You
all
are
right,
him.
let's see. So, I gotta do math now. Okay, so it'll be shaken and a 1 wound for him.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, one? God damn.
And I'm assuming none of this damage has been light or necrotic.
No.
Okay.
You dodge to the side and you slash forward with your blade, finally finding purchase in this monster of a man. It cuts deep into his side as you see blood beginning to pour, and he looks towards you with anger.
I do not want this fight.
Good, 'cause I do. He extends his hand forward while still looking at you, head down, you off to his side, and he is going to add 4 power points to his burst to do a greater burst.
Damn, he wants you dead. Capital D-E-A-D, dead.
Okay, no
Just a
raised,
little
still
guy.
a success.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a little guy.
Just a little guy!
Oh, no.
Oh no! And I can't soak anymore.
You all used all 3?
25 total.
What'd
Which
you say?
5 total
25 total. 25, so that will be a maximum of 4 wounds. So
New body, who dis?
New body, who dis?
he extends his hand outwards and it erupts in wind and rock that just completely impacts you dead in the chest. It sends you flying backwards as you feel the rock and stone tear through different portions of your host's body. You lay there on the ground, limp, unable to move almost, as the figure approaches you. You're dying. You can feel it. As they walk up, they grab their hammer and they slam it down on your hand, completely shattering the bone and just sending a pool of flesh and blood flying out from it.
I cannot fall. I will not fall.
Raises his hammer one more time over his head to bring it down on yours. As he does, all of the eyes watching in the clearing begin to howl as a wild wind blows through the area and you hear the rumble of thunder above. The man pauses for just a moment. Brynja.
Yeah. Going down the line. Just trying to focus on 1% at a time and
You have done very well. You never expected this from yourself, and you have cleared every single spirit on this hill seeking your help. So, first thing first, I would like for you, where is it? I'm trying to find the rule.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I went off the page. I made a mistake.
Classic mistake.
Classic mistake, goober move.
Goober move. Damn it. Where is it? Rules. Is this it? I'll find it in a second, but you essentially got the D&D equivalent of inspiration.
Oh!
Okay.
Yo!
Yes.
Thank you. Sweet. Yeah. After the last one's done, probably after sheer like adrenaline, like and like she sinks to her knees in the snow. Again, breathes.
Hold on just one moment.
Order 8, the front door again.
Yeah. I heard, he was getting into the fight. I heard him in the back, just like he was like, "Whoa, whoa!"
I don't know who's coming in to save me, but I'm horrified.
Oh. Okay, cool. All right.
As the final spirit clears and you kneel in the snow, exhausted, before you see one final spirit appear. As you look up, you see the shaved sides of the head, the black hair, the familiar face, the shit-eating grin. Rys, the original.
So, did I have to wait in line, or was that like metaphorical or some shit? I just learned that word, by the way.
You used it correctly.
Oh, fuck! Man, double win, yeah. Why is your face leaking?
Because you're a fucking liar.
What the fuck did I do?
I stand up. You said you can't die.
Oh, that's bullshit. Oh, fuck. Well, now I have to find somebody to fucking complain to. Shit. Alright.
You waited in line. I'm here.
Hi! How are you?
I'm gonna try and reach out and see if is he incorporeal, kind of, just like instinct.
For the most part, incorporeal. There's like a
Yeah.
little bit of resistance as you pass through, but...
Oh, that's weird. Alright. Is this face leaky shit something Sayun did to you, or is that just...
Have you never cried, you dumbass?
Nah. Well, I did once, and I was punching trees, but that was about it.
How much do you remember? What was...
I mean, all of it? I remember us going to some fucking, some bullshit town, and then, memory's fuzzy, but, I think some shitheel, stabbed me? Yeah, stabbed me. Kind of shit, I couldn't kick the fuck out of him, but shit happens.
I plan on kicking the shit out of him.
Haha! Hopefully you get tools back in while you fucking do it. You know, family blessing and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the... You had a little, a passenger in your head for a bit there, I guess. We didn't know about it.
Is that what that was? I thought I was just permanently drunk after that one fucking night. You know, lingering effects and shit. Have you been so drunk somebody talks for me, though? Well, sounds pretty. You seem pissed at him, though.
Yeah, he was kind of pretending to be you.
Yeah. But to be fair, I'm pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Ah.
I guess I can't blame him there. I miss you, you dumbass.
Miss you too. I haven't seen you in a bit, given the whole, like, distant shit, but nah.
Yeah.
Ah, glad you're doing well.
Better than I should at this moment.
Hell yeah. That's good to hear. Hopefully sticking in the right crowd and, staying around the right gods and shit.
Yeah. I think so.
Good.
Rhys, you do notice the necklace around Brynja's neck with the half moon on it.
Oh, well, that shit excluded, of course, but some things can be forgiven.
I've been trying to avoid her my whole life, and
Good fucking choice.
it's
And?
because of her I'm talking to you right now.
Pros and cons, but I mean, you'll make your own decisions.
Are you going to did you make it to Valhalla? Or whatever the equivalent is, I completely forgot it.
It is Valhalla, yes.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure we were still the same.
Yeah. Is that where this is?
I don't know about here.
I don't know. I haven't been given fucking directions yet, so.
And I kind of look. Is there any way I could help him?
Who are you talking to? Oh, alright, I'll turn my back and I want to listen to this shit.
You hear nothing, Brynja.
Please, I know he's a tall son. I just want to know he's taken care of.
No response.
You can turn back around. So it's almost the new moon. So,
yeah. Yeah. Part of the reason I didn't throw my lot in there with her. I mean, one moment she's nice and cuddly and cozy, and the next minute she kicks the shit out of you.
Sometimes you need the shit kicked out of you, though.
I mean, yeah, but for reasons.
I gave her plenty of reason.
I mean, if you say so. It is nice to see you, though.
It's nice seeing you, too. I'm sorry things went the way they did.
Yeah. It's fine. I mean, Oh, motherfucker! You don't mess with a man's fucking look. Oh. Well, now I gotta go find. Do you know where you left it?
I think he left it at the temple in.
Bullshit. Right.
Back in where that one. What is that? What was that city called? I'm trying to remember. We're not on that map.
Is that for us, Steven?
Not
Bleak Shore.
Bleak Shore.
There's no. Oh, but he left his. But no. He left his his helmet at that one
Helmet.
temple.
Oh, yes, that was in Wintercrest.
Wintercrest.
Yes.
I think it's at Wintercrest.
That's a long walk. Yeah, I'll just take it off one of these fuckers whenever I go wherever they went.
So, your name was Carl?
Carl?
Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You begin to see Rys's form slowly begin to dissipate.
Oh, fucking cool. She's kicking me out now. Thank you.
I'm really glad to see you. I'm sorry my brother of all people did.
Yeah, it's fine. Somebody was going to do it in eventually. Look, if I'm going to go, can I give you a bit of advice?
Good.
I met a demigod before I went with the family. Cousin or some shit from... I can't remember, some shit heel god. Anyway, fucker tried to do a favour for Sayun and I think he was back there on the left, maybe? Yeah, somewhere back there. Cut in line, it was bullshit. Anyway, yeah, so he was doing the favour for Sayun and that she guaranteed him some god tier shit. So, you know, if you're gonna throw in with it, you should at least know exactly what you're getting from her. Right.
I will. Thank you. I don't plan on any demigod shit, but I hope I do you proud.
Do Papa proud, there's one better. That's what I fucking missed. Fuck you. Keep smiling, kicking the shit out. Kick that. Fuck. Could you give me my tongue back, please, sweet fuck? Anyway, keep kicking the shit out of people. And don't trust motherfuckers who are going to hold your life over a cliff, yeah?
Alright.
Right.
And with that, you see Rys slowly begin to dissipate away. Any final parting words, Rys?
Yeah, it's nice to see you. Also, go fuck yourself.
And Rys's form dissipates entirely. Other Rys.
Yeah. What's up, bud?
The mountain of a man with his maul over his head looks around and slowly drops it down to his side. She doesn't want me to kill you.
She?
One of the Mother of Storms. He looks down at you. Who are you? You fight not like any human I've seen before. You seem to hold some sort of interest with one of our mothers.
I honestly wish I could give you a name. I really do. But as far as I can tell, and I'm going to dissipate the sword and just hold my forearms at him. Whatever my soul was tied to whatever these are part of. and I don't have everything, so I don't have all my memories. All I remember was the day I died, and one name, Riatori. This, just carrying these to the next set. This was some poor bloke who was part of a cult.
He reaches down and grabs you by the face and lifts you up. It hurts. Oh god, everything in your body hurts.
Yeah.
Your
I'm
hand
imagining
is
the
mush.
grip strength. Oh, fuck. Yep.
Ow.
You feel this pulse of energy as you feel different snaps and cracks as some of your bones snap back into place. He sets you back down on your feet. You're able to stand, but you think there's permanent damage.
Oh. Thanks, bruv.
I do not know this Riatori, but the Mother of Storms might have answers for you if you are to do her a favor.
I'll do whatever it takes to learn. Fuck.
He reaches in his pack and pulls out a spare piece of leather, and you see him drag his fingers over it, creating a rune. And he proffers it. Take this. Within the hearth is one of the fallen fathers. Find their bones, carve it into them. She will have answers for you then.
Well, and I'll roll it up and put it in my pack.
You fight better than most, whoever you are.
Haven't got the shit kicked out of me that hard since that last memory I said. Do good.
It helps with arrogance. And he puts his fingers up and then flicks you in the forehead, and you feel this rending sensation as your guts flip. And you find yourself kneeling back in the snow on the hill, surrounded by the pillars. Brynja in front of you, facing away from you. Everything hurts, and you feel like you can barely move. Your hand, while it was healed, is now nothing but a stump from where the maul crushed it. You do not feel as if this body would be any sort of combat effective any longer.
Oh, fuck. Shit. And I'm just gonna go, like, lay down starfish in the snow, just, oh.
Do I hear the movement and shit behind me?
You do, and you turn around and you see someone who looks like they got their absolute shit kicked in.
Oh my god. What the fuck happened? And I'm gonna come and like kneel down next to and just
What? Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh.
I look like a wreck emotionally.
Yeah.
You look like a wreck physically.
You look like you're on the same level. Fuck, I can't make jokes right now. Shit.
No, that's just here. Oh, can you sit here? I'm gonna try and help him sit up. Where did you go? What the fuck happened? And I'm gonna try and find some water to give you some water.
Drinking.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I don't know. There was a Jotunkin there, beat the fuck out of me.
Jotunkin?
I was in a clearing full of trees taller than I've seen before, and mountains twice that in scale to what I've seen. Oh, fuck. He would have fucking killed me if I hadn't been saved by a storm mother? I don't fucking know. Oh.
Does any of this, besides, like, I know what a Jotunkin is, does any of this sound like...
Common knowledge.
Okay, yeah. No, it's worth. Oh, 5.
5. You do recall stories of mortal environments taken to the extreme. It is commonly associated with the very, very rarely seen or visited realm of Jotunheim.
Did, the fuck, you just described what I think would Jotunheim from a storybook. That thing take you to... You're telling me that thing took you to Jotunheim?
It would appear so. Rotten's old giant. Fuck. Well, it's a good thing I'm not in Rys's body anymore, because I think his dad would fucking hate me. What?
Let's get you somewhere where you're not going to freeze. I'll tell you later.
I will say, we have to take Morgan's offer on going shopping a little earlier than expected. I can feel a lung collapse and shit. Oh. Let's go to camp. Fuck me. Oh, wait. And I'll wander a little bit away from Brynja and just like in the snow write Rys. And then draw a circle, and then I'll just take out the flask and pour it into the snow and just be like, thanks for the ride, bud. You deserve that. Have fun wherever you are. Fuck. Shit. Alright, now we can fucking sleep.
Help him. Yeah. Whatever we decide.
By the way, the thing I was looking for is called conviction, Desiree.
Ooh.
Fiction. Okay.
It is on page 121 of the handbook.
You are filled with determination.
121, you said?
121.
Okay, I'll make that note.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I'm probably silent for the rest of the little trek down to where we made camp, and I'm just gonna pass out.
Yep, that's fair. That's fair. I'll let you do that. I will let you do that.
Fuck.
Damn. Yeah.
Unless there's anything that occurs tonight, eventually morning comes.
Oh, great. Still shit.
Here, and I give you some ration breakfast.
Thanks, love. Cheers.
As you kind of start to move around a little bit, Race, you realize that the body you are in will live, but it's very broken.
Yeah.
It will slow you down the duration of the rest of this trip, should you choose to keep it.
So, I could continue on like this, but we're gonna get back a lot later than expected.
Don't drain yourself more than you need. Let's...
You do recall, as part of your armor's capabilities, you do not have to possess the body you are wearing.
True. I think it might be best if you carry my shit for a little while.
Well, yeah, I could carry it back for you if it makes it easier.
Right. And I'm just gonna like undo the clasps on one arm and then just hand the bracer over.
Oh, what the?
Brynja, I have one hand, and it's gonna take us a lot longer to get back. I don't have to take you over anymore. I've got more of a grip on it. Just, I'll still be here. Just, I don't want to slow you down.
You trust me?
Is that even a question anymore? And I'll undo the other clasp, take my bag off, and hand that to her.
As soon as you take both of the bracers, you see this broken body that was once possessed by the soul and the armor. Just like, huh? What? The fuck? Oh god! Oh god! And just fall face down in the snow, still breathing, just collapsing from exhaustion.
I forgot that was. I thought I'm going to hell. I was hoping you would just drop dead. Fuck.
And she's like still holding the bracers, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm looking at the bracer. Now I have to clean up after you. What the fuck do I do with that?
To be fair, it was a Shatterclaw. You can either send him off and tell him to do better, or you could kill him. I will say he is fucking broken.
What would you do? We're in the middle of nowhere.
I didn't ever tell you what my sword's name translates to, did I?
No.
Begin again. Also, I love how she's having a full conversation with no one.
Yeah. Right, where the fuck are we on this map? We're at the black.
We are
Yeah.
fuck in the middle of nowhere.
Fuck in the middle of nowhere. That's for damn sure.
Oh.
I'm gonna lean down. Hey, you, come on.
Where am I? Oh god, why does everything hurt?
You're lucky to be alive.
Oh, is this living? He like slowly sits up. Oh. Who are... Where am... Wait a second. I know you.
Yeah.
His eyes kind of go wide. Oh shit, I know you.
Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
Please, please, I don't want to die.
I was going to ask that question. Alright. You're in a pretty fucked up place right now. I was heading towards Bleak Shore, which you did a pretty number on. There's also... It's about, what, 4 days to Frostwind?
About.
Yeah. How good are you with, camping, surviving? Can you do that with one hand, do you think?
Good enough, I guess.
I'm gonna go into Rys's stuff, and, I'll give you 2 choices. Tell me where you want to go, and I'll give you however many rations that should hold you over to get there. And some water.
Frostwind. I'll go to Frostwind.
Good.
I have family there.
Best, just so you know, your little, bandit group cult they have no power here anymore. The new Jarl, I think you actually know him. Well, he's not the Jarl yet, but he's going to be. The person in charge of Frostwind, actually, you know as well. Fact.
I'll be discreet. You won't see me again. Please, I don't want to die.
I give him like 4 or 5 days worth of. I give him 5 days worth of rations because fuck, you know, hold him up. Water. Begin again. Choose a different path.
Okay. And he takes the rations, kind of huddled up close, and turns and begins limping the other way.
Right.
Luckily, I dressed him warm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better than what he started off wearing. You gave him an upgrade. Alright, we still want to head to the Borrow excavation. If there's any half-dead people along the way that don't mind a new person.
Or maybe some shit hill you can knock the shit out of.
Trying to wrap my head around the morals of that, but yeah, I suppose that would be better than. Alright, let's go.
You begin your trek. It's about 6 days, roughly, to the Borrow. Brynja, can I have you just make me, I'll say 3 vigor rolls for the duration of the journey?
Could I possibly, because I have an edge that I took outside of the body, could I impart the benefits of one of those to her while she holds me?
Which one?
I have fast healer. If not, no worries.
You know, considering you are technically, she is like your vessel, just you're not possessing her, I'll say yes.
Okay, so you get a +2 to your vigor rolls for natural healing.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, my vigor roll, I rolled a 6.
Okay.
So
good on that one.
Okay, cool. Then the second one's an 8. I rolled an 8. So...
Good.
Okay. And then oh, haha! Wild Eye exploded.
Nice.
10. Wow, this is going a lot better than I thought. Like,
you're doing
Jesus
fine.
Christ. Fuck.
Hell yeah.
You have a period kind of throughout these 6 days traveling to the Barrow, where one of the nights you start to get the shakes a little bit, just from not having your fix. But Rys being a part of you helps kind of soothe that that feeling, get your mind off of it, and focus on something else. Eventually,
How
you
much?
reach. Oh, sorry.
Just like as we're like traveling and stuff, like so how does this work? Is it I could just talk to you while I'm touching you, or if I put them on, do you take over my body, or how does this?
Well, that's not fucking happening. I can choose whether or not I possess someone. As far as I know, it's just whenever you touch the pieces of armor. Other than that, I don't know.
Oh, so
Not
you
as
could have
much as I
just,
do.
so you could have just, if you wanted to, you could have just be me, while I'm
I
just not.
could. I don't think I'd like it very much, and I don't know if I started that, if I was able to stop.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying you should. I'm just wondering. It's a little awkward carrying you on my hip, and I was just. It would be easier if I could just put you on, but I wasn't going to do that if I was not going to wake up. You know. Um.
I mean, you could. I'm not gonna go root around in your head or anything.
I was going to ask you that too. It's like how much are you just privy to? You
I'm
know.
assuming I have to possess someone in order to be able to root around in their skull.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
I
I'm
imagine
taking.
it's a bit of all or nothing in it.
Right. Uh. Fuck me running. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bracers on. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good.
Good.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Footing. This is a lot. Fucking hell. Okay.
Gonna be okay, love.
Yeah, it's going to be okay. Sorry, there's a lot more trust than I was even expecting out of. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The sixth day comes, and you find yourself out in front of the pass between Fort Northhawk and Whistlewind Barrow. Off in the distance to your right, you see the now abandoned remains of the fort itself. Much of the stonework and ground around the area having been completely ripped free by Morgan's um, yeah,
Yeah.
channeling of the earth
Yeah.
elements. The
Yeah.
whole place looks like a war zone from a distance.
He
And off to
really
your
did a number on it. Damn.
It's fucking terrifying.
That boy scares me.
You have no idea. You said off to our.
off to your left, you see the hill in which the Whistlewind Barrow has been circled as under excavation. The large hill kind of rises taller than the rest, and you can see some sign of some sort of disturbance in the otherwise pristine hill, indicating an entrance under it.
All right. Tell me where you want to go. Into the cave?
Put you in directions as best I can.
Right.
And if
So
there's anything I
can
can read in there, I'll translate.
so can you see what I see, right? You can see out of my eyes, or is it
You can see.
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, pretty
All right.
much.
Right. All right. I go ahead and go in.
Okay.
Take a look around.
You make your way up to the base of the hill, and you see before you this ancient set of ruins, the pillars kind of rising up into the groundwork above to maintain a steady space for which to dig further into the hill. The doors themselves used to be sealed at some point, but they seem to be kind of left ajar, evidence of past occupation. Stepping inside, you're immediately in this large antechamber of some kind on the inside. You see carvings faded well past any potential form of understanding or interpretation. Can I have both of you make me notice rolls, please?
Sir.
Notice 3.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay. 13. It
God
finally
damn.
stopped. Wait.
13.
No. 15.
15. Damn.
I
As you immediately look
fucking-
around, you see what appears to be the signs of a base camp of some kind, or at least what used to be. There's evidence of fires that have been put out, places where tents were abandoned, tables that have been hastily set up along the walls. In particular, you notice something that Brynja doesn't as she scans the room. On one of the tables is a small ledger.
Someone left notes.
Oh, good eye. I walk up to it, investigate it.
Okay. You make your way over. And give me 1 second. And
I just realized this is like the equivalent of somebody like walking through a house with someone on FaceTime.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
There you go. I put something.
That's why I was like, that's
put
why I
something in the
wanted her
Discord
to.
chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
You both get to see it because you're both looking through the same set of eyes.
Yeah. Activation notes. Okay. What is the year? That is a good question. I forget what the maybe
You
I
are
can
currently
check
in
that.
year 431.
431. Okay.
431.
So
Okay.
all right. So it's just some year-old notes.
Oh, good.
Our Lord and oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
This bitch. Our.
No. Their
So
Lord.
this has to do with that fucker.
So isn't that the Red Lord, the person they're talking about? What is it? They're Koldar? The son of Atal, who I witnessed. He was something else. He was responsible for. Yeah. So for the day's travel, I would have told you about what happened when you were gone, and so going through all the people he killed, just on that hill alone. Right.
I would like to make the distinction that
That was not Sterkolar.
That wasn't? Oh, I thought it was. Okay.
The man that you saw, Brynja, was ashen-skinned and covered in black tattoos.
Oh, okay.
Not too dissimilar from the likelihood of a Jotunkin.
Never mind then. You probably would have corrected me whenever I described him to you, so never mind. But yeah, okay.
Well, it's clearly old, but more towards Sterkolar than what I was hoping for. We can still try and see if there's something worth a stop, at least, if you like.
long as we don't, as long as they've gone through all the traps, I would rather, yeah,
And undead.
yes, I'd rather. Do you know how to read Old Common?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the shit you were speaking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we could probably look at those carvings that they were trying to figure out.
Sure. And least to figure out what he was trying to find here.
Man. Let's see. Our two brains are probably better than the whole slaughter of Shatterclaws, so we can probably find out in a minute what they couldn't in a year.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go and, based on what the notes, try to find the place that, they're talking about with, like, Old Common.
It doesn't take long to find. It seems like it was a hidden wall that was part of the main antechamber itself that was missed for many months as part of their excavation. Far at the back of the room, you see the door left open as part of their quick abandonment of these ruins. Making your way inside, as you look around, you see, as what was described, countless of interesting imagery, depictions of Sterkoler, this figure in armor with this faded red paint, fighting in countless battles, receiving blessings from the gods, waging war against the southern forces to reclaim the northern lands. There is in Old Common, towards the back of the room as you approach, Rys, you are able to read, look to the skies to progress to the future.
Hey Brynja, look up real fast.
Mm-hmm. I look up.
You look up. You see some sort of writing on the ceiling above you. It appears to be jumbled and out of order, almost an intentional cipher of some kind. Can I have both of you make me smarts rolls, please?
Oh,
Fuck.
It's alright. I've
Yeah.
still got a D8. We're good. Everything's fine. Man.
5.
That's also a 5.
Hey.
Nice. All right.
Yay.
In the words, I'm sorry, Brynja, I shouldn't have asked. They're an Old Common. That's my bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like, yeah. I just think they're right. So what does it say?
You're like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, what are those words? Oh, okay, give me a second.
Yeah, I'm just staring at it while I'm waiting for you to go through your head.
You see, in the Old Common, kind of making your way, looking through, you kind of piece together that the cipher says, share your blood with his, and he shall be revealed.
He shall be revealed. Fuck.
What? Oh, did you get it?
It says, share your blood with his, and he shall be revealed.
Oh, why does everyone want blood?
Blood's powerful. There might be a fight, in case, especially if there's undead haunting this place. He might not be fully dead.
Actually, shit. Where am I supposed to bleed?
See if you can find a place where might be a depiction of him spilling blood.
Look around.
You look around, and there is one that immediately stands out. The one that you glanced over that seems to be painted in this faded red paint. As you get closer, you realize it's not paint.
It's like some other people were trying to share.
It's old. It's very, very old. It's not recent.
Let's hope he does. I would rather not have words with him, but hopefully maybe he left some sort of divine message. I'm gonna go ahead and take my long sword and cut my thumb. Put it where? For that blood.
You put your thumb there. Your blood begins to seep along the stone before it stops and slowly begins to congeal and then is sucked into the stone, into the red paint, the red remainder of the rest of the blood behind it.
Oh, Mother, forgive me.
You hear this heavy as you turn and you see along the edge of the room, some of the floor begin to give way as steps begin to slowly form, leading downwards.
Fuck me running. Right. Fuck the things I'll do. Okay, so I'm gonna go down the steps.
You make your way down the stairs, and as you take a step down below, the space is covered in dust. It's been years since anyone has been here. But you see before you not but a simple stone carving that's seated on the floor, propped up by the other stones around it. It appears to be a map of some kind, a depiction of the mountain range that spans Shattershore and the Hearth, and a single carved dot that's circled in blood.
Promising.
Where is the...
I'm gonna try and
Not
Un momento.
Got it.
say, do I have any pieces of...
Let's see.
Do you have any pieces of paper that we could do a little rubbing?
Ooh,
Or
There it is.
that's a good point.
don't know if I have any paper. Fuck.
All right.
Healers can like it.
It's
If
just on the southern regions of the Shattershore. I'm working on putting it on the map right now.
No
All
worries.
good. I'm gonna go ahead and go rush back upstairs to get rip some. I'm sure there's pieces of paper from the ledger that hasn't been filled in, or any journals or that were left behind. Getting some paper and some charcoal to go and make a rubbing of.
Of course, it's all the way the fuck in the mountains. Shit.
Just on the southern border of Shattershore, almost nearly in the mountain range that encircles Wintercrest itself, you see the little encircled area.
Is it this
Yep.
that point on? Okay, fuck. Okay. 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 We have a map, and we have. I'm looking around at the. Is there any writing anywhere? Anything that my friend could read to indicate exactly what is this map of?
Make me a notice roll.
Okay, 5.
5. There's not a whole lot you can see, but from the riddle that was up above, you would gather that this is likely the location of Sir Kohler's tomb.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Think we found Big Daddy's resting place.
Oh shit.
Right. Now, the question is, what are you going to do with this information? What do you want to do?
Well, there's nothing we can really do right now. I figure if we're headed south anyway, it might be closer and easier to get to if we go through Wintercrest first.
We
Hit
take the
there.
fit. Yeah, we could even, if we wanted to, if anyone else wanted to, we could on our way through take the ferry, go to the other side, go through the mill and the mine area. It's a shorter route, than.
Might not be a bad option. Plus, if Undead were here and he's still able to be kicking, I'd rather we have everybody at our backs to make sure we put that fucker down for good.
Yeah, no. I was gonna, I'll do a lot for you, but I don't think I'm gonna go on and
No.
knock on.
I'm not even going to ask you to do that. It's madness.
But hey, we know something that they don't.
We do. If I couldn't get in here,
Right.
after all, none of them made old common.
Who does nowadays besides 1,000-year-old generals?
Morgan.
He doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. I've said
That-
some phrases in old common and he's understood them and responded in kind.
That tracks.
Uh,
So 1,000-year-old generals and weird.
Children whose fathers found them in the woods.
Yeah. All right.
Well, don't think we're going to find much else of use here.
Is there anywhere else that you wanted to go in the area before we make the trek back?
I just wanted to try and see if I could glean anything to help you find your brother here.
Is that why you wanted to come here?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they had the stones marked. I wanted to make sure it had nothing to do with who I was. But we already figured that out before we left, so this was more to see what they might be digging up and see if we could use it as leverage. Get your brother out of there.
I hope that last vision that Morgan, that scrying, whatever he did, I hope that was an indication that he did leave them. Hopefully.
We'll see.
Hopefully.
But
He was a very anti-God person, so it really would have been if you turned around and there's a reason he got wrapped into this shit. I'm hoping that he got out. Did we ever see what that strange stone was? To see that while we're here before we...
we could. If you're willing to put in that time, that is.
While we're here. As well. Like you said, who knows when we'll ever, if we'll ever come back here.
True. Plus, we still gotta find Crag's hammerhead while we're here, right? That was in the north?
Alright. So we might come back here. I forgot. He just dropped that on us and alright, we got to there's another.
He did.
I don't believe it was in the north.
Oh, I thought One Piece was in the north. I could be wrong.
Let me see real fast.
I misremember things often.
I knew there was a few pieces, so one of them could have very well. I was like, yeah, no, we're very much.
Not in the north.
One
Okay,
was
cool.
lost deep underground.
Deep underground.
One is the wood from a twig of the world tree. Another is a shard of concentrated materials from Muspelheim. / thought to be lost in the Grimheit volcano.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And then there's another one that's just a blessing that's has to be bathed in the purest light of the Bifrost.
Okay, cool. Never mind then. Then retracted. Yeah, if you want, might be able to glean something from it at least. If not, we can just make our way back.
Might as well we're here. Let's go ahead.
Fair.
Go ahead.
Lead on.
Check out the strange stone.
All right.
While we're here.
Strange stone.
Strange stone.
That sounds like we're making like a trip off of the highway to go see the world's largest pistachio.
Yeah. We saw a sign. Oh, might as well while we're here. Let's go check out. Yeah.
You make your way north out of the barrow and onto the plains of the Shattershore. You continue your travel, and it doesn't take long following your map before you eventually see in the distance, amidst the otherwise flat plain covered in snow and ice and some small bushes here and there, just this monolith. A stone that's probably about 3 feet across, cut very fine on all edges, that rises a good 6 to 7 feet into the air, made of this completely ebony black stone, some that you've seen many times by this point.
No carvings in it or anything?
As you make your way over to it, you notice that there are carvings in the stone. There is multiple different runic carvings, all tied to roots in Old Common.
Okay.
It seems to indicate survivor, toughness.
Anything tickle your fancy?
It says survivor and toughness. Whether this is some concentrated place of blessings, or some person who thought he was a shit left this here as a way to show his dick.
I mean, that sounds like someone from related to a toll, maybe.
Possibly.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk around it, touch the surface.
You take a quick lap around it, and you reach out and you touch the stone, and you immediately feel this draw, this reserve of power on the inside of the stone, this longing. Should you wish, you feel a blessing behind it.
Oh. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Feeling weird getting blessings from things I'm not particularly sure of. She's a little like, what did I just talk to freaking you hear Brynja, whoa. Do you
Both of you
feel
feel
that?
this power also.
Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is that?
Some sort of blessing. Not sure from who. I'll take it if you do. I won't if you won't.
Can I get an insight into if this feels, since I've been touched by multiple sources now, offered multiple things from different people. I'm just trying to get it. I'm like, I just don't want to accept a blessing if it's from like freaking, you know.
First, that's what she said. Second, make me an occult roll.
Okay. Oh shit. When you have
Or I'll
none.
allow spirit as well if you'd rather.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, that would be better because when you don't have one, it's a D4 like -2 or something.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do spirit. That'd be great, my friend. Thank you.
I believe in you.
And you know what? Oh wait, I can roll. Okay. Oh, what? Use Benny. Can I re-roll? What's a trait? Can I use it to re-roll?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Because yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 2, and I haven't used any of my Bennies this session. So guess what? I'm gonna use one because just to, you know, it's probably fine. But Brynja's a bit okay. Oh, all right. 3.
3. It's, you really can't say. You don't feel anything malicious.
Okay.
It just feels like raw energy.
Together?
Together. Always.
Right.
You open yourselves up to the energy, and you immediately feel a conflict. You get the sense that only one of you will be able to take this.
As I feel this, I'll back off.
Oh, shit. Okay.
All right. Brynja, you feel a primal energy surge into your body. You get flashes of someone from a very, very long time ago. One of the first mortals to likely walk this realm. Out in the cold, when nothing but furs surviving on their own. Hardiness, the embodiment of survival itself. You gain the blessing of the survivor.
Okay.
While under this blessing, you gain a +1 to vigor checks, and may roll your wild die an additional time on soak rolls, using your choice between the two of whatever rolls those rolls are.
Hell yeah!
Okay, hold on. So that +1 to vigor rolls.
Yes, and then whenever
Or
you roll
to vigor checks. Yeah.
Yes, and then whenever you roll for a soak roll, you can roll an additional wild die and use either of your wild die.
Oh,
That's fucking sick.
nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thank you. Okay.
You also get the feeling that if you were to accept any other blessing with similar energies to this one, it would fade.
Oh, DM! This is such a great like video game mechanic. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's very like
It's the fucking stone. It's the stones. Yes.
I was gonna say this
standing
is very
stones.
Witcher Power Stone. Yeah.
The standing stones. Izzy, the standing stones. Excellent. Awesome. Sweet. Blessing of the survivor. Oh
Yes.
wow, how fitting. Huh. Thank you. You're such a gentleman. That's
Least I could do for letting me piggyback.
all right. Is there anywhere else on this portion that you want before we head back?
As far as I could tell, that's all I saw that I thought needed exploring. I mean, Rhyme Spire, but that can be on the way.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Anywhere else you want to go? Or no?
I think I'm okay heading back to Frostwind.
Then I said back. Thanks, love.
Anytime, Rys. And this is the first time I've called you Rys since the whole
Yeah.
fucking debacle.
Yeah, I clocked that.
Yeah.
I clocked that.
Okay, just making sure.
Sick.
You begin your travel back. It's roughly 6 days to reach Frostwind from here. Brynja, can I have you make me 3 vigor rolls over the course of that travel?
Sir. Yes, sir. And I get a +1 to them now.
Yes, you do.
Yay! All right, cool. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Ah, explosion.
Nice.
Explosion. 22.
22. Shit.
Well, that's 1.
That's 1. That's 1.
Damn.
I have a D10 for my vigor.
All right, next one.
All right. Explosion.
Holy shit.
17.
You're kicking this addiction's ass.
No
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Not again. I've been through it once and that was horrible. It was
Yeah.
absolutely horrible. This is a
Yeah.
fucking cakewalk.
All right.
All right, and 7.
7.
7.
You're good on all of them.
Fuck.
Sick. God damn, dude.
Here, wait. What day did I start my? Because I know we left on the 11th of Colored Sky. What day
You went sober on the, I want to say the 6th of Colored Sky.
Okay, that's my anniversary date, guys. I'm keeping that.
It might have been the 7th, actually. The 7th.
Okay,
7.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Got it.
Because it was the day after where all the stuff with the assassin at the keep happened,
Yeah.
which was the 8th.
So more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not bad.
Yeah. All right, so we said the 7th,
Mhm.
or you said everything happened on the 8th, so would that be the 9th?
So you would have went sober on the 7th.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. A colored sky. Sweet. All right. Let's go.
All right. Is there anything that you'd wish to occur over the course of the travel?
It's maybe one of the days that, if one of the days where there's still, if the Aurora Borealis is still visible, since we had a whole shit show on Solitude Day, Brynja would, like, before going to bed, set up like set up a thing, like a little, on a few rocks, you know, put like a small, get like a little altar that normally do in my tribe, light some incense and a candle, and where you would see, I would write next to the fire, I would write, I would take off my locket and put it like in the middle of the altar, and I take 2 pieces of cedar wood out, and on one of them I write down the name Alina, and on the other I write down Carl Etalson, and I put them down, and like she sits quietly and says a few prayers, kind of like chants in Sylvan, and at the end of it she'll like blow out the candle, and she'll take the 2 pieces and put the names in the fire before going to bed.
You do so, and it brings you some measure of comfort. You continue your travel back to Frostwind to eventually regroup with your friends as they have endeavored in their efforts to rebuild the city and the hold as one over the course of your travels. The music slowly begins to fade. The images vanishing around the adventurer who has now been patched up by the woman. There. You shall live. She looks over the adventurer, ensuring that every cut, every wound has been tended to. The adventurer nods and thanks, continuing to look across the swamp strewn with the floating corpses. She looks out, then back to him. Death is part of life. I wish I could do more to ease your pain, but that will come in time. It will leave scars, but it will make you stronger. And you will need that strength. For this won't be the last time you look across a field of devastation. A moment where you are pushed to the very edge. An involuntary kick in the shin by destiny. And think, why me? Go. Return to your friends at the tavern. I suspect the bard will be returning soon, and it would do you good to be in the company of friends.